Just out for a walk with Mia, the German Shepherd. It's about 9 o'clock at night. I went for a ride on the Sportster tonight. Filmed it. It was fantastic. Turned the camera on. I had a race with a Hayabusa and a Ferrari and an Audi. I beat them all, of course, but when I got home I thought, oh, this is going to be great. You're going to really enjoy this video, seeing what I can do on a bike, and discovered I hadn't put the memory card in the camera, so unfortunately I wasn't recording. Oh well, perhaps next time. Lovely evening. Look at the size of that slug. He's a big boy. Hello, mate. What are you going to eat there? He's about 6 inches long. The train going to Bognor Regis. Mia, we're not going over the railway tonight. I had to remove 2 ticks from her right above her eye today. Not going that way. Come on. Good girl. She worried me yesterday because I was, she didn't eat her dinner. I've been putting bran in amongst her meat because of her back passage problems. But last night it seemed that she'd sussed it out and she doesn't want the bran. Anyway, she seemed to have cured herself of her ailment. I'm pleased to say this little country track is regaining its I don't know, its niceness. You know, when they were doing the greenhouses and they're coming up and down in the diggers, they flattened it all out. I thought, oh, it'll never look the same, but yeah, it's all growing up. You can't stop nature, can you? The saplings that I planted in amongst that hedgerow to thicken it up were all destroyed by the digger. Not that they knew I'd planted them. They might plant some on the other side in the nursery. I've got the camera on this stick, this selfie stick. So you can see me from a distance, which is preferable, I suppose. seeing me close up. Although I did have a bit of a trim around my beard today. Going to spend tomorrow on the sidecar project, and I do believe, well, if it went the same as it did the other day, I got all the front part of it all fixed, loosely fixed to the bike. Tomorrow, then I came home and I did some engineering work, because I'm a qualified engineer. Did some engineering work on the struts, I think they're called, to make them the right size. So tomorrow I'm going to fit them, and hopefully that'll be the chassis attached to the bike, and maybe I'll get to have a test drive on it. I'm not sure, but I really hope it comes to that. It's been a long time coming. It's a bit like me these days. Oh dear, John, did you just say that? Sorry about that. It's the sort of thing Nigel says, isn't it? But he's not with me tonight. Luckily, get a bit of peace from the cheeky monkey. Where are you going, Mia? Good girl, come on. These tractor wheels. Unbelievable they're just thrown away. They must be worth money. Sure there's somebody somewhere looking for one of these wheels, front wheel. There's plenty of life in that tyre there. They cost thousands, don't they, these tyres? Yes, it's definitely a throwaway society. Can you imagine if they had those tyres in somewhere like India? Have you seen those videos on YouTube of people repairing tyres and inner tubes? It's amazing what they do. That wouldn't go to waste there. Quite excited about tomorrow getting that sidecar chassis on. Just hope the bike starts. It must be about 6 weeks now. Come on, Mia, you haven't had your dinner yet, have you, love? That's a weird looking cloud. Sunset. Maybe that's a contrail from a plane. Maybe it's windy up there. Didn't look like it though. If I was a conspiracy theorist, I'd say they've been dumping stuff to poison us. Pointing the camera, you can't see it, I don't expect, but just above that line of trees in the distance, you can see the South Downs Way. We're just having a quiet stroll in the evening. I hope you're enjoying it with us. Right, I usually trip up here in a bit of a ditch. So if I tread over there, I've done it. It's not a breath of wind tonight. And yet that cloud up there looks like it's been stretched by the wind, doesn't it? Can't see any contrails. Used to be hundreds of them crisscrossing the sky, but not since COVID. Nowadays I just see the occasional airliner going over. We're walking down the tracks that the tractor made. I found out yesterday that these are called tramways. These tracks, not tractor tracks, tramways. And where the tractor goes is controlled by a computer. And yes, so every time he comes now, he just puts his coordinates in, and the tractor, well, I don't know, I think it just follows these tram tracks. And you know, when he's got his big old fertilizer thing on, or his, what does he call it, weed sprayer or herbicide sprayer, yeah, they just follow these tracks, so they know every time they're not damaging the crops, only on the track, only where the track was, and they're getting the stuff in the right places. It's amazing, modern farming. Now, I only learnt that fact that they're called tramways because I was watching Jeremy Clarkson's new show on Amazon about farming. He's bought a farm. Well, he's a rich bastard, he can afford one, can't he? And it's quite I've seen 3 episodes so far. It's quite exciting. I'm enjoying it. And yeah, that's where I learnt that little fact. If you haven't seen this thing, Jeremy Clarkson's farm, I think you ought to have a look at it. It's very funny. Some of the characters, some of the country folk in it, and him learning how to be a farmer. Yeah, I'd recommend it. That's what it's called, Jeremy Clarkson's Farm. Yeah, it's on Amazon, but you can also see snippets of it on YouTube. Probably owned by the same firm, aren't they? The last few days I've seen a deer in this area, a stag. No other deer, no females, just him. And night before last I got up to about 50 yards of him before he took off. Mia hadn't seen him for some reason, although when we got to where he'd been, she followed his scent into there. I think that's where he lives. Well, I'm pretty sure. And can you see where these peas have been? Well, not so bad here. They should be nice and lush, but here, and look where Mia's standing. She can probably scent the deer there. He's eaten all this. Look, there must be, well, it must be, what? 1/8 of an acre of peas. And if it's just him, let's imagine if there's a herd of them, which there are around here. There's a lot of deer around here at the moment. Just think how they could decimate this field, and that would be the end of the farmer's profits. Yeah, this is where we saw him, and she followed him into the into this bit of woodland here last night. She didn't go mad chasing because she didn't see him, but when we got here, she got his scent and just sort of followed him in there. He knocked this fence down. There, look, there's one of his tracks called a slot. I mean, if you got too close and they got a bit nasty with you, those slots could cut you to ribbons. Yeah, he just goes in there. Whether he's a loner, I don't know. He's been right over the other side to my hedgerow. I haven't seen him over there, just know that by his tracks. Another one there, look. I know you're in there, mate. Yeah, if I'd had a rifle with me the other night, I could have shot him really easily and had venison for dinner. I think they're going to have to start shooting them soon, because you can see herds of them over the other side of the railway mainly. But if they come, look, this is all gone as well. I mean, some of it's rabbits, but mostly deer, I think. If they come in a herd, well, they could just completely ruin this crop, couldn't they? Mia, come. Mia, sit. 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 He thinks, why should I? Sit. Good girl. We're just going to say goodbye to the people. Hope you've enjoyed our little walk. See you again soon. Exciting news about the old motorbike, isn't it? And the sidecar. I probably won't sleep tonight with the excitement of it all. Bye bye for now. Take care, you lot. Oh, I just wanted to say I'm very sorry you didn't witness the me racing my Sportster against the Hayabusa, the Ferrari and the Audi. But I'll try and remember to put the memory card in next time. Goodbye again. Bye. Thought you might like to see the moon.